So at the end of this lesson, you students will be able to first know what makes an information system a strategic information system. Second, understand the fundamental requirements for developing a strategic information system. And third, recognize circumstances and initiatives that make one SIS succeed and another fail. Okay, so let's begin with the definition of the strategic information system. So SIS, that is a plan designed to help an organization outperform its competitors. It makes the works of the employees of an organization easier. It lessens the error. So they are used for giving the higher advantage of competition to the organization. SIS also deliver a service or product that is at a lower price, differentiated, and mainly concentrates on a demanding market section or which is innovative. So they can easily identify the trend product. Then, information system strategy is an essential feature in corporate and information technology or the IT world. It helps firms and companies to allocate, to store, process data, and move the data and information they develop and receive. So that is the strategic information system. Then another is a SIS is a computer system that implements business strategies. So they are more useful for businesses. They are those systems where information services resources are applied to strategic business opportunities in such a way that the computer system affect the organization's products and the business operations. So what are the importance of the strategic information system? So first, a strategic information system provides a connection between demands of organization and the latest information technology. So this tactics helps an organization to get hold of the market by utilizing information technology to meet its challenging requirements to the continuous variation in the corporate environment. The next one is information system strategy is in a critical aspects of an organization for its growth and expansion. So within it, the integration of the data system and its function within the organization can be handled easily. And of course, information system strategy provides a link between organizational demand and information technologies. That's why we have what we call the intranet, the intranet that is within the organization. Okay, so let's proceed with the characteristics of information system strategy. So an information system considered or strategy considers what information is needed at strategic, tactical, and operations levels of an organization to meet its objectives. So we can easily identify the system we need for an organization. For example, the inventory system or the payroll system. Second, it must be able to deliver tangible benefits. So you can easily identify the performance of your employees so you can provide benefits or incentives to their performance. Then it involves interconnecting of an organization's activities that obtain process data and finally provides information so you can easily link to each other. the members of the organization could easily link to each other for them to obtain, to process data, and of course, provides information. That is a characteristics of information system. And then this type of strategy highlights what information is needed to achieve business objectives. So the organization could easily identify the needed information just to meet their organization's objectives. And then it may form to use informational resources for generating new business opportunities. So they could extend beyond their needs. Then an IS strategy must be able to meet the demand or the demand oriented of an organization. So they could easily identify the needs of an organization. And then this strategy is about either supporting existing strategies or development of new strategic choices. So they can add another strategy on that strategy. And of course, it must be a functional base. So they could perform. So the information or the needed strategy for the development of their organization, of course, should be functional or reachable. So those are the characteristics of information system strategy. So what are the uses of strategic information system? So the first use is the uses of strategic information or creating hurdles for the entry of the competitors. So in this film, it uses an information system to supply products and services that are hard to duplicate or that are used primarily to aid highly specialized network of business. So it must be unique. And then second one is improving marketing by generating database. So using the information system, you can easily generate a database. The information system also gives the firms and organization an edge over their competition or competitors by generating a stronger database to enhance their sales and marketing tactics. So it treats accessing information as a useful resources. So for instance, a business firm may be use its updated database to monitor the purchase of the customer. So they can compare their sales last month to their sales this month and locate many segments of the market. And then lacking customers and suppliers. So it is an essential way of getting the advantage of competition by making the customers and suppliers permanent. So in this information system strategy are implemented to provide benefits to the customers and the suppliers so that it may change their mind and become hard for them to switch over to other competitor. And then lowering the cost of the products. So it may help the firm lower their costs and allowing them to give products and services at a much smaller cost than their competitors. So this SaaS strategy can provide the expansion and growth of the firm. So if you have a lower cost, then you have more customers. Lower cost with a quality product. And then leveraging technology in the value chain. So in this way, the organization pinpoint the particular activities in the business where competitive market strategies can be applied and where the strategical information system can be more effective. So those are the strategic uses of the strategic information system. So again, we have the uses of, the first one is creating hurdles for the entry of a competitor, then improving marketing by generating database, lacking customers and suppliers, lowering the cost of the products, and leveraging technology in the value chain. So this is the pyramid diagram of organizational levels. So this is typically used by an organization. So the bottom is the operational management, or that is the transaction processing. And then the next one, the middle, is the tactical management, wherein the management information system is applied. And of course, for the last, the top, is the strategic management, which involves the decision support system, information system. Okay, so let's proceed with the first, which is the operational management. So the operational level is concerned with performing day-to-day business transaction of the organization. Example of users at this level of management include the cashier at a point of sale. We have also the bank tellers, nurses in the hospital, customer care staff. So those are under operational management level. So users at this level make structured decisions. This means that they have defined rules that guides them while making decisions. So they are focused more on the rules provided by the organization. So for example, if a store sells items on credit, and they have a credit policy that has some set of limit of the borrowing. For example, the limit is 10,000. So the salesperson cannot decide if the customer wants to have above 10,000. So all the salesperson needs to decide whether to give credit to a customer or not based on the current credit information from the system. So that is operational. The next one is the tactical management level. So this organization level is dominated by the middle level, middle level managers, heads of departments, supervisors. The users of this level usually oversee the operational management level. So tactical users make semi-structured decisions. The decisions are partly based on set guidelines and judgmental calls. So as an example, a tactical manager can check the credit limit and payment history of the customer and decide to make an exception to raise the credit limit for a particular customer. So the decision is partly structured in the sense that the tactical manager has to use existing information to identify a payment history that benefits the organization and allowed an increased percentage. So that is tactical management level. Okay, the next one is strategic management level. So this is the most senior level in an organization. So the users at this level make unstructured decisions. So senior level managers are concerned with the long-term planning of the organization. So they use information from tactical managers and external data to guide them when making the unstructured decisions. So that is a strategic management level. So again, the level of an organization, we have the operational management level, the tactical management level, and the strategic management level. Okay, so let's proceed with the transaction processing system, or the TPS. So transaction processing system are used to record day-to-day business transactions of the organization. So they are used by users at the operational management level. So the main objective of a transaction processing system is to answer routine questions such as how printers were sold today, how much inventory do we have at hand. So those are the things to consider. And then by recording the day-to-day business transaction, TPS provide answers to the given questions in a timely manner. So the decision made by the operational managers are routine and, of course, highly structured. So the information produced from the transaction processing system is uh, very detailed. So, for example, banks that give out loans require that the company that a person works should have a memorandum of understanding with the bank. So if a person whose employer has a MOU with the bank applies for a loan, all that operational staff has to do is verify the submitted documents. So if they meet the requirements, then the loan application documents are processed. If they do not meet the requirements, then the client is advised to see tactical management staff to see the possibility of signing MOU. So that is under the transaction processing system. So we have here the example of transaction processing system. We have the point of sale system that records daily sales. We have also the payroll system, used to processing employees' salary, loans management. Then we have also the stock control systems, keeping track of inventory levels, and of course the airline booking system. It used to book a flight or flights booking management. So those are the transaction processing system. And then we have the management information system used by the tactical managers to monitor the organization's current performance. So the MIS analyzes the input with routine algorithm. So example, aggregate, compare, and summarizes the result to produce reports that tactical managers use to monitor, control, and predict future performance. So for example, inputs from a point of sale system can be used to analyze trends of products that are performing well and those that are not performing well. So this information can be used to make future inventory orders, example, increasing orders for well-performing products and reduce the orders of products that are not performing well. So we have here the examples of the management information system. We have the sales management system. They give input from the point of sale system. And then we have the budgeting system. Gives an overview on how much money is spent within the organization for the short and long terms. And then we have the human resource management system. So overall welfare of employees, the staff turnover, and etc. So those are the use of or examples of the management information system. Then we have the decision support system. So decision support systems are used by the senior management to make non-routine decisions. So decision support system are used input from internal systems or the transaction processing system and the management information system and external systems. So the main objective of this system, the DSS, is to provide solutions to problems that are unique and change frequently. So decision support systems answers questions such: what would be the impact of employees' performance if we double the production lot at the factory? And then of course, what would happen to our sales if a new competitor entered the market? So that's the role of this DSS. So the decision support system use sophisticated mathematical models and statistical techniques to provide solutions, and they are very interactive. Okay, so examples of the decision support system, we have the financial planning system. So it enables managers to evaluate alternative ways of achieving goals. So this objective or the objective is to find the optimal way of achieving the goal. So for example, the net profit for a business is calculated using a certain formula. And then bank loan management system. It is used to verify the credit of the loan applicant and predict the likelihood of the loan being recovered. So those are examples of the decision support system. And then the next one, artificial intelligence system. It mimics human expertise to identify patterns in a large data set. So companies such as Amazon, Facebook, and Google, etc., use artificial intelligence techniques to identify data that is most relevant to you. And the last one is the online analytical processing, or the OLAP. It's used to query and analyze multidimensional data and produce information that can be viewed in different ways using multiple dimensions. And the main objective of OLAP is to provide answer to ad hoc queries within the shortest possible time, regardless of the size of the datasets being used.